So how
Yes,
Brock
John,
and I
tell her.
met. So I am a huge reader. Like, I read all the time. I love reading. I read like over 100 books a year because I love to read. So I obviously like to read sci-fi and fantasy and adventure stories, and I read some of Brock's books. And so one of them, I won't say which one, because I really enjoy his books, but I read one of them and I left him, it wasn't a bad review, but it was like a medium review with like, hey, here's a couple things I was thinking. Like, I liked this and this and this, because I usually try and be very thoughtful in reviewing. So I'm like, I like this and this and this, but then I was thinking about this and I don't know about that. Well, Brock actually emailed me and said, hey, I'd love to hear more thoughts about like what you're thinking about the book and like if I could do anything to change it or do anything with it. So I sent him back a long email with a bunch of ideas. And so then from there, we just started emailing back and forth and became friends. But it is definitely my not quite bad review that got us introduced.
That's
I was going to hope for some sort of like embarrassing thing at a conference, but no, a bad review. That sounds like a good way to meet someone.
Public reviewing online, it happens.
But I think that goes right to the core of what you said, Sean. Like, one, the response was, hey, how can I make it better? And I think that's been our whole, and his feedback was, here's how you do it in a constructive way, not in a negative way. And I think that's why our relationship has worked and why it's grown, because there's nothing there but trying to make the very best we can make, right? It's because, Valerie, there's people on there, you've written books, there's people on there who'll leave you a review and you're like, what is it? Like, did you even look at the book? And you're like, what? This is not helpful. And then, I have one of those of my own. And then as an author, you also know those authors out there, you've probably interviewed some, that are like, no, any feedback, and it's done. So, that makes me sad. That makes me sad because who are you writing for? Who are you reviewing for? Who are you trying to reach? What is your purpose of doing this? Reviews should be constructive and helpful. They shouldn't just be downward and taking things out. And authors should get over their egos sometimes and help to make a book that's the best it can be. So anyhow, sorry, I'll get off the soapbox, but yes, Sean's review ripped my heart from my chest. I was devastated, and I actually just wanted to email him so I could find out where he lived because I was going to egg his house. But I didn't do that. Yeah, right. Something came through it. So,
well, it's really neat to see, how you guys have been working so well together in this project. And I think a lot of what you've said here on this interview is talking about how teamwork and making the best book possible. And it's been this unique shift in, Christian publishing, especially, that you see that this is a team. This isn't, one person versus the world or my book versus your book. I've seen this shift in just the last, good 10 years of people being like, you know what? My book may not be the book that's on the shelf, but I could still encourage and help and support a good book. And I think that's what we want. We want good books for our kids. And I love that heart of wanting both good books and good books with Christian morals in them is a rising trend in the publishing world.
Yeah, that's good.